Hello everyone and welcome to the island of Maui. We are at the Kahului airport getting ready for a flight over to Honolulu International in the Boeing 717-200 by TFDI design. A classic and one of my favorite aircraft for Lockheed Martin's Prepared. So strap yourselves in, order those Mai Tais, and let's hop on over to Honolulu. For today's short flight, we'll be departing runway 2 on the Maui 5 departure. We'll fly a heading of 360 and vector around the west of the island, then begin on our flight plan at the Maui VOR. We'll be at our cruise altitude of 14,000 feet for just a few minutes, and then we'll be crossing the Lanai VOR and descending via the Julie 5, arriving on runway 4 right.
Maui clearance, good morning, cleared to Honolulu Airport. Maui 5 departure then is filed. Fly via the 6 that maintains 5,000. Expect 14,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.2, squawk 3665.
Cleared to Honolulu Airport, climb via the Maui 5 SID to 5,000, expect 14,010 minutes after departure, 120.2, squawk 3665.
Hawaiian 565, are you back correct? Contact tower 118.7 for push, good day.
Alright, we're getting ready for pushback. Parking brake released. Let's go ahead and set the timers on both sides. Starting engine 1. Alright, getting flaps set, 13 degrees. Spoilers armed. We need to come over to the config page. Flight controls are free and correct. You'll notice they turn green on the config page as you go through them. Testing the rudder. That looks good. The EAD should be green once we release the brakes. Let's go ahead and get our packs over to auto, the isolation valve over to auto.
Hawaiian 565, taxi to Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie, Hawaiian 565. So right now we're on taxi to Alpha Charlie. I've always really liked this livery. The Hawaiian 717 makes up for about 20% of the flights they do in this region. And I guess Alaskan Airlines has acquired Hawaiian, so we'll see what they do with the fleet. I know Delta is retiring the 717 next year in 2025. They're replacing them with the A319s, just more economical for them to use that aircraft. So I plan on doing some more 717 Delta flights along the way until that happens. But it's a very cool plane, and I really enjoy flying it.
Hawaiian 565, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 2, Hawaiian 565. Okay, auto flight selected, flex temp, 36 degrees. Knots, that's normal. V1, rotate. Positive right, gear up.
Yeah, 1749 my tower, runway 2, clear to land 10.
Stabilizer motion.
Hawaiian 565, contact ACF departure.
Over to departure, Hawaiian 565, thanks for the help. I also want to give a shout out to Adam J. Pestridge's channel. Him and a few others collaborated on this P3D enhancement pack for 5.4, and it really polishes the sim as far as the clouds and textures and lighting goes. And his settings video also reminded me of a few things to watch out for. I haven't used P3 in a little bit of time, so it was helpful to be reminded of those things. For one, I forgot that when you're using chase plane, all your atmosphere tweaks for the HDR settings and whatnot for the lighting is done in chase plane and not the native P3D settings. So that really helped me out fixing that. So it's things like that that helped me and got my sim back on track. I haven't really used version 6 yet, just sticking to 5.4. It seems a lot of the dev support is resting on that version at the moment, and that works fine for me. It's stable enough for me. And there's still a handful of planes I prefer to use on this simulator, obviously the 717 being one of them, but I got a bunch of different sims. I jump around from sim to sim just for, whatever I decide to fly that day. I think it's not a bad thing to do. Go ahead and get our ILS set. We're going to tune 110.5, and the approach course is going to be 42 degrees. Okay, beginning our descent now, going down to 3,000 feet. It's a short flight at cruise. I believe we're only at cruise for about 5-10 minutes, and then you're on your way back down. That's why they call them hops. It's a good one to do in the 717, especially when you're getting reacclimated with it. Quick flights, you can get a lot of practice in pretty fast. But yeah, like I said, we'll be moving over to Atlanta next, doing some flights over there in that region. Alright, we're turning to final now. We're 10 miles out. Gear down. Flaps are going 40.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Alright, we have the localizer captured. Honolulu traffic, line 565 on short final 4 runway 4 right, Honolulu. Before landing checklist, landing gear down 3 green, spoilers armed, flaps 40, EAD normal. Landing checklist complete.
$1,000. Autopilot. Stabilizer motion. $500. $400. Approaching minimums, 300. Minimums,
Landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Spoilers up, fuel lock in reverse.
Now you may notice on the replay here the wheels aren't spinning, and it's mainly because if you don't get to the replay quick enough after you do it, it kind of it loses its memory of those things, like the spoilers being deployed and the wheels turning, the lights flashing, your strobes and all that. So the key is you kind of have to pull over to get that, you know, to record, because if you go all the way to the gate, it's going to be gone. So I'm hoping if I get a replay program like Flight Control Replay, it's supposed to save all that stuff for the whole flight, and you can just go back. So I'll probably do that just for the sake of these recordings, because I don't really want to pull off to the gate and get it, because I use a Volanta VATSIM, and it's not going to fly well.
So we're going for spot 52, going to park it right there. It's spot 74717. So my jetways aren't working too good right now. I gotta sort that out. I don't really care, it doesn't really matter to me so much, but that is something I would like to fix just so it looks a little better. This is the FSDreamTeam scenery for Honolulu. Same with the Kahului airport. It was FSDreamTeam as well. Some old scenery, but it still works pretty good.
Well, everybody, I want to thank you for watching this short little flight over to Honolulu. It's a fun one to do. We'll be getting back into 717 a little more and doing some stuff around Atlanta and whatever we can do, maybe some stuff in Australia too. But it's a really fun plane to fly, and I'm glad to bring it back on the channel. And Prepared's not going anywhere. We'll be doing some more content with that. Lots of excellent planes that have never been replaced, like the Dash 8, the 744. It's all good. I love using these planes, and I love using all the sims. I wish we could all come together and just stop the arguing. Prepared, X-Play, Microsoft Flight Simulator, whatever you want to use, just use it and shut up. Hey everybody, you take care. I'll see you on the next one.